Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, before I get started with this lesson, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth and root well. Peace and blessings unto the hopeful elect, pushing his word throughout the four corners of the earth in truth, righteousness, and sincerity. To you I say shalom. This is your brother Yeshaya coming at you again through spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And I'm not sure what I'm going to entitle this lesson, but I got an article that I want to touch on from the Christian Post. I'm just going to read it real quick, well, at least the title. But it says, Bible removed from Texas school district due to law banning sexually explicit content. And, I wanted to bring out this article because, certain things came to my mind as I was reading this. And I know this thing has been going on throughout the nation here in America. Certain school districts getting rid of the Bible. But one thing that came to my mind is, I don't know. I mean, I know brothers remember. I guess it started like a couple years ago. Whenever these moles, these leftists, well, I guess it's the what they call them, the LGBT community. But when they started, pushing this whole Mo shit and then trans bullshit into the schools, and I mean I know brothers have seen this, social media posts of, these people, these men, in drag going into these schools and teaching these children. But my point of bringing this up is that, they had certain books that they were putting in these school systems, and certain parents found out that they had these books of showing sexual content, showing some Mo shit, some trans shit, pretty much making it acceptable in the eyes of the kids. And these kids, kids who just don't know nothing about that stuff and already being taught this shit. It's okay to be, to be a happy person. It's okay to change your sexual orientation, and all these things, right? And teaching them at a very young age. So these parents, what they did was, and I know brothers know this, but there's countless videos on social media. I'm pretty sure you can look it up on YouTube and find them. But of these parents, they'll go to the what do they call it? It's like when they talk to the city officials or whatever. Can't remember what it is, but they were pretty much speaking out on on these books and trying to get them banned and removed from the school system. But as we see, Esau works with this ordo ab chaos type of thing. Esau will cause a problem, but then bring a solution to that problem, and with that solution, he'll encroach deeper on your rights, on liberty, and also try to get a certain agenda completed, right? And as we see, the agenda is trying to remove the scriptures, period, right? And that's pretty much what Esau is doing with this whole thing with banning the scriptures is, or this law that they implemented of removing any sexually explicit content from these schools, right? So they'll just say, "Oh, well, you have the story of Lot and his daughters, so we got to remove the scriptures altogether, right? Because it's sexually explicit content, right? It's what they call it. What's that word? In I guess inbreeding. I guess you can call it. I guess that's what it is. But anyways, they'll say, "Oh, that's you know, that's wrong," and all this and that, which it is. But the point being is that Esau will cause a problem, and that problem was them having these weirdos, these LGBT people, put these books into these school systems, right? So that's him causing the problem, And the solution is like, oh, we're going to just ban anything that has sexually explicit content, right? And in turn, lump the scriptures in there along with all the rest of the garbage. So, and this is just Esau's MO. And what got me thinking about this was a simple fact that, as a matter of fact, I'm reading it right here. It says parents call it absurd to throw out good book with bad books. That's right. But that's Esau's, like I said, that's all part of Esau's ordo ab chaos, man. He creates a problem and then brings in that so-called solution, right? Which that's what he's going to do with the MOTB. But one thing that, like I said, that came to my mind is with these Christians or anti-Christians um, coming out and calling us a hate group, calling us KKK or the Black KKK, all these damn terms, man, to try to um, sway the minds of the people, right? They're trying to sensationalize what we're doing and pretty much sway the hearts of the Americans into coming against us, right? Making us look like we're the bad guys, we're the problem, right? We're just like, they like to say that we're just like the KKK. We're just like, they're pretty much lumping us up with these crazy crackers that killed Jake, massacred Jake, right? All because we bring the truth of the scriptures. The scriptures talk about Esau will go in captivity. Revelation, was it 13? And let me get it real quick. Because the scriptures talk about slavery, right? Let me get this. Revelation 13, I believe it's 10. Right. Revelation 13 and 10. It says, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. And that's all we're saying. You know what I'm saying? You kill with the sword, Esau, you're going to be killed with the sword. You led us into captivity, you're going to go into captivity. Right? And that's in the scriptures. I just read straight out the scriptures. So what the hell are these people talking about, man? Right? But this is all a ploy, Esau's lies. This is all part of Esau's lies and deception to try to, come against the truth, remove the truth, because they're seeing Jake wake up in mass numbers. Jake is waking up in mass numbers. And when you read it, as a matter of fact, let me go to Revelation 11 and verse 11. And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from the Most High entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. And who's at them? It's talking about the top elites, these heathen, mainly Esau, Edom, right? They're seeing Jake rise up, Jake waking up. Jake ain't no longer leaning upon Jesus, right? Jehovah, these holidays, right? Jake ain't no longer, seeking for your counsel, Esau. Jake is no longer leaning on the American ways. I mean, you do have a good majority, but it's not about the majority. It's about the elect. Esau knows that there's going to be a certain few of the Most High's people that are going to wake up and turn back to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And those are the ones that Esau wants to pretty much remove from his society, right? That's why he has so much things going, so much things going on behind the scenes on trying to divert Jake back into the world, right? And that ultimate form of that will be when the MOTB comes out. That's gonna be the ultimate test, right? But again, that fear is in them, man. That's the reason why they're doing things like this. These are just small steps to try to remove the scriptures from society, right? The truth, right? They don't want young Jakes, because hey, that's one thing that they said. I forgot who said it, but pretty much some lady said that the problem with society is the younger generation. Pretty much talking about younger Jake. Younger Jake waking up and realizing that they're Israelites. That's a problem to them, right? Jake period waking up is a problem to them, right? Because they know pursuant to the book of Judith, the 5th chapter, around the 20th verse, they understand that if we were to come back to our power, that the Most High would defend us and protect us, right? And if we were away from our power, then and sinned and transgressed, then they will have power over us. The Most High would pretty much turn his back and allow our enemies to come and do what they do. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna read a little bit into this article. This is I think I just read it right from the Christian Post. But it says the head of a Texas school district says the Bible had to be removed from school libraries because of a new state law prohibiting explicit books. Canyon Independent School District Superintendent Daryl Flush announced in an email leaked earlier this week that under House Bill 900, which was passed by the Texas legislature in 2023, protecting schools from sexually explicit or vulgar content, the Holy Bible is unsuitable due to sexually explicit material. So this is what they're saying. Again, the whole order ab chaos, right? Since you had all those influx of nasty books going into the school districts, now they're like, well, let's remove anything that's sexually explicit. And again, they're lumping the Bible along with it. And like I said, this is Esau's whole plan. Esau is always he this man's a one trick pony. He does the same trick over and over again, and we see right through it, man. We ain't ignorant of your devices, man. We know what you're doing. We know what you're doing, man. We see it. It's plain as day. Right? But they're going to use that same application to the believers. They're going to call us a hate group. Lump us up with all these other groups out there that are the T word, the T risks, right? That are, you could say, what they call them, extremists, right? A hate group, KKK, all this bullshit, man. Because you see them, for a while they've been trying to condemn the KKK and the hate rhetoric and all that. You know what I'm saying? But now they're turning at us and it's like, well, y'all are just like them as well, right? We have this one guy over here in Charlotte. His name is Sam. He comes up and that's what he says all the time. That we're pretty much the black KKK. That we're no better than the KKK, right? But yet we never lynched nobody, we never shot nobody, we never killed nobody, we never did none of these things that the KKK have actually done. What the fuck are you talking about, man? We're coming out straight from the scriptures, bringing you the truth. The scriptures say, "Hey, am I become your enemy because I tell you the truth?" That's just the truth. Esau will go into slavery. The nations will go into slavery, right? Salvation is only for the nation of Israel. And even in Israel, only the elect are going to be saved. So what the hell are you talking about, man? The Most High is only here for Yahweh Shai gave up his life only for the elect of the nation of Israel. Of course, the scriptures say all Israel shall be saved, right? Because in the kingdom, after the 1,000 years of us establishing the kingdom, then all those that had died in the second death, in the nuclear destruction, they're going to come back. But they're going to be perfect. So, of course, that's what it means that all Israel shall be saved. But as far as from the second death, only the elect are going to be delivered from that. All right. But anyway, I wanted to touch on. I looked this up on the Wikipedia. It says censorship of the Bible. And so it's a couple points I wanted to bring out in this. But it says censorship of the Bible includes restrictions and prohibition of possessing, reading, or using the Bible in general, or any particular editions or translations of it, or even just breaking it down uh, 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 the way that's contrary to what they have, or to what they deem to be true, right? Because you got what's his name, Vocab Malone, coming out here with his replacement theology and his supersessionism, which is the same thing, but they're pretty much saying that, hey, if we don't push supersessionism, then we're a hate group, and that's how they pretty much able to categorize us with all these other groups that are, you know, radical extremists and all this and that, right? Which gives them a stance on and justification for coming after us. Which there's really no true justification, you know, that these people are going to be, you know, destroyed at the end of the day, right? They're going to get a just reward, but according to them, this is means to justifying them for coming down upon the elect, coming down upon those that fear and believe in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. But it says, I'm going to read it again. Censorship of the Bible includes restrictions and prohibition of possessing, reading, or using the Bible. So if you possess a Bible, you know, they might do that. You possess the Bible, you know, they have that movie, Fahrenheit. Can't remember the name of that movie, but pretty much had that dude, what's his name? Michael J. What's his name? I was about to say Michael J. White. No, it's what's his name? The dude from Killmonger, man. I can't remember his name, but him. You know, it has him in it. But that movie, it goes into, you know, how they banned the Bible and all this and that. Even in the book of Eli, they mentioned in there how they banned the Bible, right? But it says possessing, reading, yeah, because it's gonna come a time we ain't gonna be able to go out there in the highways and byways, you know, and preach this word and read from the scriptures, right? It says, or using the Bible in general or any particular editions or translations of it. Right. So let me see. Let me get a precept real quick. I'm gonna get Amos 8 and verse 11. It says, behold, the days come, saith the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh. So that's what's coming, right? Of course, famine is coming, you know, a lack of water, droughts, all that, you know what I'm saying? All that is coming. But one major thing that we got to expect is the famine of the word, right? Once they start cracking down on the truth, really start making it a big deal, hey, that's when we're going to start seeing the persecution. We're going to start seeing all hell start to break loose, man. All right. Jacob's trouble and all that. But it says, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh. So you ain't going to be able to go out there in the highways and byways, or go out there in the, you know, in your major cities and go and find the prophets, you know, in the spots that they were. They ain't going to be there no more. It's going to be prohibited by law to go out there and preach and teach his word. YouTube, all those videos, they're going to be gone. Right? Like I said, all this is coming. But it says, verse 12, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro and seek the word of Yahweh, and shall not find it. So anybody who has this truth, hey, they're going to be blessed. Anybody who don't, at that time, hey, they're going to be shit out of luck, man. Because the prophet's been out here for a long time, man. Since the late 60s, early 70s. Jake has had plenty of time, man. And especially now, since, you know, the topic of the Hebrew Israelites is becoming more and more I guess you could say, unignorable, right? You can't ignore it no more. People are gonna have to start, facing the truth. It's a lot of podcasts, a lot of people talking about the Hebrew Israelites, right? So there's no really excuse for Jake to not know. All right, but it says, verse 13, in that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst, right? Because everybody's gonna be looking for the answers, and they ain't gonna get none. You're gonna be looking for the truth, you ain't gonna find it. So you're always gonna have that thirst, that desire to know what the fuck is going on. While all hell's breaking loose, you're gonna be wondering what is going on. How do I prepare? What do I do? The answers were given to you, right? So that's why, hey, that's what we're letting you know ahead of time, man. Hey, these things is coming. Like I said, this right here, it's just a small step. We seen this go around, like I said, the whole nation. Certain states are removing the Bible from their schools. But this is just small steps that's going to lead to ultimately the banning of the truth altogether, right? Let me see. Let me go back, finish this out. It says violators of the Bible prohibitions have at times been punished by imprisonment, forced labor, banishment, and execution. You see? Right, so you're going to be under the threat of being imprisoned, even being put to death, right? That's what's coming if you believe in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. These Christians like to say that, oh, they're going to be persecuted, but nah, hey, y'all being shown favor. Those that are truly going to be persecuted are going to be the Hebrew Israelites, those that believe in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, in those names, not Jesus, right? But it says, as well as by the burning or confiscating the Bible or Bibles used or distributed. The censorship may be because of explicit religious salakia. The censorship may be because of explicit religious reasons, but also for reasons of public policy or state control, you see? So this is ultimately going to be for Esau to have power, have control, right? Because like I mentioned, you read the book of Judith, the 5th chapter, the 20th verse, they want to maintain that control. They don't want to lose control. Because Esau is contrary to the scriptures. Esau is contrary to the Most High. He operates in complete opposition. It tells you that in 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter. Right? So he knows judgment is coming for him, and what he's trying to avoid is being judged. Right? But it says he's like they say in the world, he's not trying to face the music, right? That's essentially what Esau is trying to avoid is being held accountable. But it says the censorship may be because of explicit religious reasons, but also for reasons of public policy or state control, especially in authoritarian states or following violent riots. So all these things is going to come into place. The violent riots, right? You're going to have race wars. You're going to have all kinds of riots, man. All kinds of civil unrest, especially in these times that we're coming into. Riots for food, riots for water, riots for electricity. Man, there's going to be all kinds of shit going on. You're going to have an influx of what they call conspiracy theories running around, which really a lot of them are conspiracy facts, right? And even the previous ones that were once called a theory, they've been proved to be true. So there's a narrative out there to try to portray anybody who is stepping out of societal norms or is coming out with certain rhetorics to pretty much put a stamp on them as being a bug out, being crazy, being an extremist, being a sea theorist, and of course that's Esau. trying to just do damage control and keep control of the narrative. But soon Esau's going to lose control of this narrative, man. That narrative ain't going to last, ain't going to stay much longer once people start seeing everything we've been saying is actually true, right? But let me get one more. Let me get a precept, and then I'm going to close it out. I didn't want to make this too long. Let's get 2nd Ezra 16 and verse 70. It says, "For there shall be in every place and in the next cities," excuse me, "for there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear Yahweh." You see? So that's what's coming. Persecution, man. All because we believe in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. We believe in the truth. That's the only reason why they're going to start coming after us. Of course, Esau is going to try to, like I said, bring blame upon the ministry by causing certain false flags, certain things to try to sway the opinion of the people, like I said, into justifying himself and coming down upon us with that great wrath. But again, this is just what's coming, man. Right? It's been prophesied. This is prophecy, right? It's going to happen. You just got to prepare for those times, right? But verse 72, it says, "For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses." You see? But here's the point, 73. It says, "Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire." So you see? So we just got to stay strong and maintain in that time, right? At times we're quickly approaching it, man. We're seeing, Esau trying to portray Jake as the face of all evil. Especially starting with these so-called immigrants coming through the border, right? Painting them as being evil, being the rapists, the killers, the drug dealers, the pretty much the cause of all the cause of what's going wrong in America, right? So the Americans, these crackers, these Edomites are already, up in arms and trying to get Jake up out of here, right? So this is just, stepping stones to the fulfillment of prophecy, right? But that was pretty much it. That was all I had. I'm gonna go ahead and close it out by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Racha HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth and rule well. Peace and blessings unto the hopeful elect pushing his word throughout the four corners of the earth in truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Until the next time, I'm gonna say Shalom, Kwam Yasha Allah.